What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing an injury update for the Chicago Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets ahead of our game against each other. There's a load of injuries here, ladies and gentlemen. It's as simply as put as that. A lot of guys out for this game, both Charlotte and the Bulls, but we could actually be seeing some Bulls players return, which would be very, very interesting. So let's hope that we can get some players in return. And obviously for the Charlotte Hornets, I know they're not doing the best right now. I know they have a lot of guys out. Let's hope that those guys can get healthy as soon as possible as well. But before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and the injury update ahead of this game against the Charlotte Hornets. We'll start off with the Bulls first. So big returns potentially on the horizon here, as Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic have both been listed as questionable to play in this game. Now, if you guys are well aware, Zach LaVine hasn't played a game for a long time. Vucevic has had a couple of games out himself. Both guys are considered part of the big three for the Chicago Bulls, if you think about it, and we could be seeing an interesting game purely because of that. Zach LaVine has been under a lot of scrutiny and critique recently from Bulls fans, seeing that we have won many games without him compared to the games that he has played in the Chicago Bulls team with him in it. And it's as simple as that. So he's going to get an opportunity, whether we like it or not, if he's able to play, to prove people wrong. And whether he does that or not is going to be purely up to him. I don't think anyone really has the answer to that, but we'll have to wait and see. Some people will say he'll fail. Some people will say he will succeed. I really don't know. I've said what I said about Zach LaVine. If he's going to play in this Bulls team for as long as he does, I really do want him to go. He has to change up his style and adapt to this team and not take away from this team. If he can do that, I think he can work fine with this Bulls team. But if he can't do that, then it's no point even playing him, whether he's healthy or not. But let's move on. We'll leave Zach LaVine for when the game happens, when he's able to return. Nikola Vucevic has been someone that we're missing. There's a couple of stats going around about how much we miss Nikola Vucevic's passing and how much he's a focal point towards the offense of the Chicago Bulls, and this is absolutely true. Again, just purely by the fact we don't have a backup center in my eyes shows that we miss Nikola Vucevic, but we do miss the offense that he provides. Whether he is having a bad shooting game or not, I think it's very key what he's able to bring to the table, and teams still respect Nikola Vucevic and what he's able to bring to the table, and that's what allows other guys to get open and available from the three-point line, and what also helps other guys get involved in the game. Simple as that. But let's move over into the next thing, and this is Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams is probable, I believe, to play in this game. Probable is a 75% chance likelihood he will play, with a 25% likelihood he will miss the game. Again, I don't really know what's wrong with Patrick Williams. I think the 2 games ago he had problem with his movement, but he was able to play the next game. But yeah, altogether, I expect him to play. I think he should be fine. I don't really know the ins and outs of that injury. Maybe someone else can let me know. But yeah, Patrick Williams is probable to play. So let's move over into the next one. And this is going to be for the Charlotte Hornets, ladies and gentlemen. So the Charlotte Hornets have 3 people out as far as I believe, or 3 starters out as far as I believe. And these are very pivotal guys for the Charlotte Hornets. So obviously LaMelo Ball has been out for quite some time. I think he had an ankle injury, if I'm not mistaken, and he will be missing this game against the Chicago Bulls. He's expected to return soon though. So maybe the next game that we have against them, which is right after this first game against them, we could be able to see LaMelo Ball back, but I'm not too sure, and do not take my word for it. Then obviously we've got Gordon Hayward, who's expected to be out for both games against the Chicago Bulls. I don't know the injury behind that one, but I did see that a couple of days ago. It looks like he's going to be out for a little bit of time. Hopefully he can get well soon. He seems to have a couple of injuries every season that seem to step him back, if you know what I mean. So hopefully he can find his way back to the court as soon as possible. And obviously Mark Williams, the starting center for the Charlotte Hornets, is also going to be out of this game. That is their most athletic center. That is obviously one of their key rim protectors as well, a good rebounder as well. So that is going to be an interesting turn of events for the Chicago Bulls, because if Vucevic is able to return with Andre Drummond as the backup center, the Charlotte Hornets have always had problems with their centers, unfortunately. Either they don't have many centers, or the centers that don't often produce at a high level. But in this case, Mark Williams, I think, has been doing solid stuff. And I think him being out is actually going to be a big thing for the Bulls in order to give them a chance to win this game. So yeah, altogether, look, the Bulls should have enough to win this game, whether it's fully healthy or not fully healthy, but Charlotte do have a couple of injuries on their hands. The Bulls could end up still playing a game with no Vucevic, no Levine, no Patrick Williams, and no Torrey Craig, no Lonzo Ball. That's a lot of injuries for the Bulls as well, potentially here. Most of them will most likely, you know, come and play this game, but there's a chance one of them might miss it. There's a chance that all of them could miss it. So that's something we just have to wait and see about. So we'll see what happens. That's the injury report for the Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.